Hello, everybody. It's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and it is that time of the year again where I present my fall retreat for 2025. And I want to go over with you what you can expect from this. But from past experiences, and this is probably about the 8th retreat I have run in the last, well, since 2021, everybody always has a really great time. Now, the whole retreat is an event where you can come for the whole day and get caught up on all those projects you want to work on. You can socialize with other people. You can have a lot of fun, listen to presenters of great interest to you, I am sure, and just generally have a really nice time like you would have if this was a in-person retreat. The advantage of a virtual retreat, however, is you can come in your jammies if you wish to. You don't have to worry about leaving anything behind when you travel to the retreat, and you can have a snack and go to the washroom in the comfort of your own home. So this is a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to go through with you how you register, when you register, what you can expect, who the guest speakers are, and some of the other details that'll make your day even more enjoyable. So without further ado, let's get into that. So I'm just going to switch over here. I made a little slideshow so you don't have to be looking at my face all the time while I'm talking about this. So yes, the Idiot Quilter Fall Retreat is Saturday, October the 25th, 2025. So mark that date on your calendar. So, registration. Why do I have you register? Well, I have you register because it gives you a chance to reserve your spot for the day. Since this is a retreat that is conducted on a Zoom, on a live Zoom, and just so you know, this is not a YouTube live, it is Zoom, and it is not recorded. Okay, so it's a private link that you will be receiving once you register. You need to reserve your spot, as I said. Now, the reason is because I only have so many spots on my license. My license allows me 100 people on Zoom, but I need about half a dozen of those to accommodate my guest speakers and myself and Walter too. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes of this, and if you've seen the video I recorded a couple of weeks ago on So Chatty, we talked about what goes into putting one of these retreats together. So all you need to know is that you need to register, and that registration opens on Monday, October the 6th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, please, don't be an eager beaver and try to register before this time and date. If you do so, your registration will not be recorded. I have to make this fair. There's always those people who like to beat the gun and register real quick. Sorry, this is the date. So you cannot register until Monday, October the 6th, and you can't register before 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You can register anytime after that, but that's when registration opens up. So, to reserve your spot, what do you have to do? Well, it's easy. You just send me an email. My email address is here below. You can also find it in my show notes underneath my videos every week. If you read the first line of the description, make sure if you can't see that you hit the little word more, and it'll expand the box, and you will find there how to find my email address. But this is it right here. Also, everything I'm talking about right now is going to be listed in the show notes below this video as well. So if you can't remember this or you haven't written it down, it'll be there for you too. So, as I said, you reserve your spot. You send me an email between Monday, October the 6th, 2025, after 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and up until Sunday, October 19th, 2025, midnight, my time, Eastern. All I need is your full name, first and last, and they've got to be your real name, not a nickname, please. This is not anonymous. I need your real first name and last name and the contact email address that you would like me to use, because I will be sending out updates, the agenda for the day, and other things like that, including the links to the retreat and the cocktail party, which we'll come to in a moment. to that particular email address. So make sure that one's active. It's the one that you want me to send this information to. That's all you need to do. Now, if your email address is exactly the same as the email address that comes up when you send me this email in the from bar, you don't even need to worry about duplicating that. I can take it from there. So really easy to do. Now, after you have been registered, you'll get within probably an hour or less, you'll get a confirmation email. So you will know that, yes, I received your request and you are indeed registered. So your spot is reserved. Now, this is an absolutely free event. The registration is just to make sure I have a spot for you. And then that spot is yours all day to do with what you wish. If you need to go out during the day for an hour to pick up something or whatever, that's okay. When you come back, that spot is there for you. It will not be filled by somebody else. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, if by chance all the spots available fill up before you've had an opportunity to register, and I can tell you this, it happens very quickly. So if you're sitting on the fence, don't, because you might not get a chance to register. I will establish a waiting list and add your name to it. So if somebody does drop out, and they let me know, more about that in a minute, then what I will do is I will go to the waiting list, and the waiting list will have people's names in the order that they came into me. And I'll just take the top name on the list off and drop them into that spot, and then I will send them a confirmation that you have gotten into the retreat, that you are registered for the retreat. Okay, so blacklist. What is this all about? Well, I just said, if you do not notify me that you cannot attend before the day of the retreat, you'll be added to this list, which means you may not be allowed to register for future Idiot Quilter retreats, unfortunately. Let me explain why I do this. This is, as I said, a free event. And a lot of times people have the attitude that, oh, well, if it didn't cost me anything, if at the last minute I decide I don't feel like going or something else has come up that I'd rather do, I just won't show up because I'm not losing out anything. It didn't cost me a cent. No, that is true. You're not losing out, but you have already reserved a spot for somebody else. And as I said, I'm going to have a waiting list. That spot could have been given to somebody else. And because you didn't show up, that spot is reserved for you. I can't put anybody else in to it. So that's not very fair. Also, I need a firm commitment from you. As I said, there's a lot of work put into these retreats, and I have guest speakers. And it's a bit of a slap in the face to the guest speakers if you've gone ahead and registered and then you don't show up. It's like if you threw a dinner party and somebody without notification didn't show up for your dinner party. You'd be a little PO'd, wouldn't you? Well, the same happens here as well. So your name gets put in the blacklist. Now, whether or not your name will stay on the blacklist will depend on something else. Let's say something unexpected happens, and life does happen. Completely out of your control. I'm understanding of that. All you need to do is, as soon as you possibly can, and I mean the same day or the next day, send me an email to let me know why you didn't show up. And then I will decide whether or not I'll remove you from the blacklist. But beware, I am a retired high school teacher. I've heard every excuse in the book. The dog ate my homework, my grandmother died for the 5th time this month, etc. Okay? Those are not good excuses, and I think you understand what a good excuse is. I do have people on the blacklist, and that blacklist carries over into the future when I'm planning future retreats. You don't want to be on it. So there's a simple way not to be on it. If you reserve a spot, show up. Just like that. Oh, the grandchildren dropped in at the last minute and I had to deal with them? No. My best friend from college just called me and she wants to do lunch. No. Those are not good excuses. Yeah, I think you probably get the point. So don't get on the blacklist. Okay, so there's a bonus event as well. On the Friday night before, which will be October the 24th, Walter and I will be hosting a pre-retreat cocktail party. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring along your favorite snacks and beverages and meet some of the other participants. This is completely up to you whether you want to attend this or not. You do not have to pre-register for the cocktail party. You just show up if you wish. It's just a way of, making it a little bit more comfortable for you for the next day at the retreat, because for some of you, this may be your very first virtual retreat with me. So we don't bite unless you want us to. And yeah, so come, we'll chat, we'll maybe play a game or two. And because it's an icebreaker event, everyone who is registered for the retreat is definitely welcome to show up. Again, you don't have to register for the cocktail party. And also, if you'd like to show us one of your favorite creations during the party, think of it as show off and share time. Don't be shy. Bring something along. We'd be happy to look at it. I will go through everybody that's there and ask them what their name is and where they are located, as in what city or town, kind of a thing. And you'll get an opportunity then to show us something if you wish to, but it's not obligatory. You don't have to. Okay, so that's on the Friday night before, as I said, October the 24th. Now, as for during the day of the retreat, we'll have several presentations, and my presenters this time, and I'm thrilled to have them, are Becca from So Becca, Ian from the Quilter, okay, very hard to say, the Off Quilter Crafter, John from Art East Quilt Company, and Adam from Adam Sews. So I've got quite a few presenters. Don't worry, there'll still be plenty of time for you to sew. And in fact, while the presentations are going on, you can carry on sewing then too. There will also be a show and share session throughout the day that will give those that want to an opportunity to display their works in progress. And there will also be a slide presentation of your favorite creations. Now, this is a quilt show, a virtual quilt show of whatever you, the registered participants, would like to show us. So if you'd like to be part of that slide presentation, all you need to do is send me an email with one picture only, please, in JPEG format of your creation, and be sure to include your full name and general location. In fact, you don't even need to worry about your general location. There is no written explanation about your creation needed, so don't worry about that. I just need the picture, and I just need your first and last name. And I need that by no later than Monday, October the 20th, 2025, because I need some time to put the slideshow together. And from past years, this has been one of the most popular parts next to the presenters of the retreat. People love to see what other people have created. Now, does it need to be a quilt? No, it does not. I imagine the vast majority will be quilts, but if you've got something, a garment that you've sewn that you're proud of, a bag, some other creative project, it doesn't even necessarily need to involve fabric. It could be something in the papercraft worlds as well. I mean, after all, I am an if we can put it that way, scrapbooker. So I understand about the creative process in paper crafting. So please feel free to send me one picture of your favorite creation and just include your full name, and it will be part of the slideshow. Okay, also during the day, there's going to be several draws for digital patterns and possibly other items. I'm still working on that, but the draws are always a popular item too during the day. So watch for updates, because in the next few weeks before the retreat, I'll be sending out email updates and creating announcements on my YouTube channel. I want to keep you in the loop with any changes or additions to the day. So please watch for these. And if you have any questions at any time, please feel free to email me, and my email address is there below. So that's it. That's all there is to the retreat. So just to recap, registration opens at 9 a.m. on October the 6th, Monday, October 6th, and closes on Sunday, October the 19th. Okay? All you need to do is send me an email with your first and your last name and the email address you want to be contacted at. That's all you need right now. And as I said, watch this space for announcements. Now, I do create a mailing list of people who are registered too. So that's how I'll be sending out to you eventually the agenda for the day, so you'll know what's happening and when it's happening. So you can basically plan your day around that. Because if there is something you need to do that day, for a half hour or hour or something like that, you got to slip out to run an errand or something, you will know what's happening and when it's happening so that you can time your schedule accordingly. So I think that's all I need to tell you right now. But as I said, if you have any questions, please email me. I'll be happy to answer them. So there it is. I look forward to seeing you at the retreat, and I know it's going to be a great day for everybody. Thanks again to my presenters, because as I said, this is a free event. I'm not paying them. They're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. And I really, really appreciate that. Okay, that's it. See you on October the 25th for the Fall Idiot Quilter Retreat. Bye for now.